now that we're 3/4 of the way through of Marble Superior Season 4, we go back to the Showdown, or the event we saw as event 11 of the season, Bridge Crossing. And this event, obviously, we saw in the main league, was won by the Mystic Twisters, our hosting team this season, over Solstice Squad and the Holographic Television Momentum Galactic. So they'll be commentating this event. And we go into the overall standings with the Candy Crushers having a 24-point lead after getting a bronze in the last event. Now over the Onyx Orbs, we got a silver, and the Fantastics in third. The relegation zone is the Volcanoes, Aurora Ambience, Aviation Nation, and Team Octopi. And they will be the first 4 runs of the event, being Team Octopi, as we are going in reverse championship order. So Team Octopi starting off first. We will see how they set the benchmark. They go down, one already goes, and everyone's already gone. And that is not a great run. 40. That is, of course, first, but will it be that for much longer? I don't think so. That will put Team Octopi in a bad spot, considering they're in last in the order. After an okay finish last event, this is not how they want to continue. Now, Aviation Nation. A new team. They started well in event 1, but nothing since then. All 4 still going. One of them will make it down to the end. And could that actually be a new record? No, it is not. By 1 point, it will not. But 93 puts the Aviation Nation, the team who is in the relegation zone, in a great spot. Aurora Ambience. They have to go off of a really bad run from Team Octopi and a really good run from Aviation Nation. Could they go just dead average? And they will. An okay run. And in fact, it isn't even that okay. It's just 44, which will put them second. But still, that is over double their points. Is Aviation Nation. Now the Volcanoes, a team who has had a lot of struggle in this season. Some decent finishes, but those 2 goose eggs in a row really hurt them. How will they do here? All 4 of them still going. 2 of them, an assist, helping one of the members out from one of the potholes to get 2 further. And 78 will put the Volcanoes in second, which would have also been second in the main league. Good from the Volcanoes. They needed a good showing, and that will most likely put them up for a podium, if not even a top 5. Now the Rose Bushes. They got last in the last event. Otherwise, they've been pretty decent, but they are right on the cusp of that relegation zone. There's all 4 of them coming down. One of them's already gone. 2 of them stop in the same one. One of them gets to 24. That's going to be okay. 53 will put them third, but are miles behind the leading Volcanoes and Aviation Nation. So we'll have to see, because those are obviously 2 teams below them. Probably going to get significantly more points. Now the Triforces. They came last in this event in Season 3, and not very good in the qualifiers. How will they do here? And it is a disaster. None of them making it past 15. 35 will put them in last. Not as bad as the 30 they had in Season 3, but improving by 5 points. It's not great. Drive Force is sitting in 11th. That is horrible for them. Now the Fertile Fighters. Team who got a bronze in block pumping, but not much else. Sitting in 10th for a former team who was really good in this tournament. And all 4 of them, that is very similar to Solstice Squad's run in the main league. And 75 will put them third. Only 3 points, actually, behind the Volcanoes. And if we're going for similarity purposes, only 2 behind Solstice Squad's 77. Now the Plasma Pulses, they are a halfway run. And they have basically been the epitome of mediocrity, getting very mediocre finishes, and this is a decent run to add to that mediocrity. And it will put them 4th, 68. Not much going for the Plasma Pulses, but they're doing enough to be out of relegation, so I guess it's working. So now we go to the halfway point. And Aviation Nation with the only finisher we've seen so far, with a 93, 15 points above the Volcanoes, and the Fertile Fighters, who are 3 points behind, in third. Not looking good for fellow relegated teams of Aurora Ambience and Team Octopi, sitting down in 6th and 7th. Now the Galaxies, who sit in 8th in the order. They got a bronze in relay, and they got a 5th last event. A very unorthodox start. And the other 3 stopped pretty in unison. It's a pretty good run. 71 will put them in 4th. And from what I've noticed, their runs ever since their Season 3 run have been very similar to that. And it's going to be decent, putting them in 4th. Now the Timberwolves. They won the first event of the season as a new team, of course, but otherwise not much else. They didn't do great last event. I think they got 13th. How will they do today? It isn't looking great. An assist right there. Wow, that was actually a pretty good recovery from what it could have been. You can see a lot of them are just slowing down to a crawl early on, but it's still a 65, putting them in 6th. Now the Cold Knights. They got a silver in block bumping. Not much else, though. Really, other than any of the top 3 teams, everyone else has just been kind of mediocre to okay, or mediocre to not great. And Cold Knights definitely have an interesting run. 2 of them in the same pothole in the bottom, and then 2 of them making it further in the same pothole in the top. 44. That strategy clearly did not work. That will put them 9th. Colorful Crew. The team who just won the last event. And otherwise, we're in the relegation zone, or at least near it, for the entire season. They'll be 10 spots into 5th place. How will they do here? And it's pretty decent. And I mean, interesting run. All 4 of them stopping around the same time in 71. We put them in 5th. I think behind the Galaxies, because I think they got a furthest marble, I should say. Now the Rouge Ravens. A team who's been very consistent this season. They got a silver in relay and a bronze in whirlwinds. Not great finishes otherwise. Let's see how they do. 2 of them already stopped early. And that will definitely be a worse run than the Cold Knights just because of the other 2. Yeah, 40 will put them 11th out of 13. So basically any team from 4th to last, it is a gold medals distance. So that could be very harmful for the Rouge Ravens. Now, the teams in the top 3, who are miles ahead of everyone else, the Fantastics, gotten 2 medals. They got a silver in whirlwinds and a bronze in slalom, a 4th place in the last event, and this was a pretty solid run. At this point, they basically don't even need to worry about relegation, so at 57, even though it's just okay, they'll still probably be safe for the most part. Still, at least a top 10 finish for the Fantastics. I believe they've gotten top half finishes every event. Now the Onyx Orbs. They just got silver in the last event after they got a gold in relay. How will they do today? They didn't do great in Season 3. 3 of them still going. 2 of them will make it to the end. Could that go for first? And yes, it will. 104 will demolish the old record and put the Onyx Orbs at least guaranteed in the top 2. I did not think the Aviation Nation could be topped, but they have. And if Candy Crushers really want to go for a gold, they'll have to do a monstrous amount. But they're miles ahead of even just 2nd place, so I don't think it really matters. And they have a decent run. Oh, one of them almost getting to the end. That's a 29. That might put them top half, and it will. 70 in 7th place, fittingly enough. But the Onyx Orbs, out of nowhere, in the 11th hour, will win bridge crossing and their 3rd medal in a row. 104 points, the first ever run that we have seen in bridge crossing, over 100, and they do it. 2 finishers, also the first team in this event to get 2 finishers. Aviation Nation and Volcanoes, I might add, in 2nd and 3rd. Those are 2 teams in the relegation zone, so that will do them wonders. And oh my goodness, Onyx Orbs, what a move. How close will they be, the Candy Crushers now? I think that was 18 points, or 20 point game, or I can't even think. But now the gap is 8 points between them and the Candy Crushers, and they are safe from relegation. Teams in relegation are now the Rose Bushes, Triforces, Aurora Ambience, and Team Octopi. Not good for them. The next event will be Teamwork Racing. I'll see you there. Goodbye.